We've got 2 red dogs, which is really exciting. Now, so last year what happened, we ran into an issue where this is where we questioned Big Joe if he had done his job or not. We loaded Big Joe up. You can go back and watch that video. I took him to my vet, Doc Parsons, in Stratford, Oklahoma, and we did a semen test on good old Big Joe. And I was getting worried because we had 5 cows that typically have calves in May and June when they weren't having calves and they were not showing any signs. So I'm getting worried. Doc said, bring him up there. So we took him up to Gerald Parsons to Stratford Animal Clinic. And from there, what we did was got the semen test. It came back positive. Everything was good. Swimmers were great, excellent. And I'll be dang, we had a rainfall. We had a really bad drought last year. And August 20th, it was like we had a little bit of rain, and then all of a sudden we had 3, 4, and then 5 calves, and Eleanor was in that group. And so like they just all hit like within 2 days of each other. It was wild. And I guess they were waiting on the rain or something like that, but there's a red dog laying down right there. You guys can't see him, but we had that happen. So we had some born in May, and then we had some drop in August. That throws off their cycle a little bit. So those 5 from Mom and Kevin's, the Dunbar herd, remember that was before we brought Big Joe over. So these babies now, those mamas can carry those calves for 9 to 10 months, right? I say that the gestation period is long as a woman. You're thinking, well, how the Big Joes? Yep, they were Big Joe babies. Most of those ones that were born at Mom and Kevin's were Big Joe babies. So now they're over here. Marissa and I brought them over here. So anyways, it's a good thing we got them worked, but we're excited. Red dog season has started. It's nice to come out here and see them with Marissa and Brooks are with me, and Cole out here with us filming and stuff. So we're going to be watching these mamas pretty close to there's some more that are about ready to go. So when the ground hits, when the red dogs start hitting, they should be synced up with each other because they typically come in heat about the same time. So if you have to work these mamas with a red dog, it would be very, very difficult. Things get way more dicier if you do that. That's when we try to get it done in mid-April, because it's that transition of springtime weather. We're coming into summer, and we really want to get that dewormer in them before all the microorganisms and everything going on down here starts to really evolve. When it starts to heat up, the temperatures change, the soil starts to change temperatures, and all the microorganisms and everything going on here, and all that starts to increase. And the worm load, parasite load, all that can get going this time of the year, basically. They can get trampled, they could get hurt, because they're, when these guys are born, they're 30 or 40 pounds average. They can be bigger. Some of those red dogs can be bigger, but they're little guys. And if you're working them, it can create some uncomfortable situations and will affect how you handle your bison when you go to work them. And so that's why you got to get it done when you can. And sometimes people have issues where their pin's not ready or they can't get their bison up, and some ranchers may run into those issues. We were lucky to get them done, get them worked, and then just shortly after that, we've got 2 red dogs, which is really exciting. We were so lucky to get the Big Joe herd worked. That's when we work our animals in April, and we've never had red dogs in April. We know that we typically have them in May. But what you don't want to do is work those mamas and get them overstressed and cause a lot of those issues with overstressing, and possibly could abort the calf. Now, I think you'd really have to overstress them and overwork them and if they did abort a calf. But with that being said, the Haas herd is getting ready to move to the burn unit. And so we're going to do something special. We're going to have our good friends Ethan and Cole Fagan come out that were a part of that burn and helped get the prescribed burn ready and everything. Those guys are coming back. I wanted them to be a part of that special moment of releasing the Haas herd into the burn unit. And so Marissa and I moved them to the 9 acres. They're still held up in that pasture, and we're getting ready to release them out. So that'll be very fun. Thank you guys for watching us. We'll see you guys soon.